Okay, lazy again, don't worry about it, everything's fine. And we're going to get on to another review. And I suppose it's fair I try and get this one done because I dare say a lot of people are going to be interested in this. And you should, really. And it is this, from the most recent SirToys purchase, one of the freebies actually, the KO oversized diecast Transformers War for Fall of whatever it is, Cybertron, blah 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 blah, Siege, Sideswipe. Oh yeah, I could just end the review there. You know how good it is. I think the only thing you need to see is size comparisons, but other than that, job's done. You know. This thing is spectacular. If anyone can read Japanese, because I can't. Come on, camera, play the game. Camera. Oh, really? You're going to highlight the kanji? Where it is. There you go. Someone wants to translate that to me. Feel free. But pretty much all the moulding stuff's there. There's one thing I have literally just noticed. There's a little hollow in this piece here, which isn't on the original. There's still that little lump for the stupid special effects, like a blast effect to hit. Still got the weapons, both now cast in black, but we'll get to that later, it's not a problem. The brake lights are... didn't even notice that. Look at that, spectacular. And there's a little silver in there instead of the black. Spectacular. Spectacular. Nothing moulded in through the window. Let's just get the original out here for size comparison. Get that hair off the top. And yeah, it's a bit bigger. Just a smidge. It's what, twice, 3 times as big? And it's quite pretty. If I'm honest with you, it's very pretty. And that's kind of a... No, that's just black paint in there. Whereas this is actually silver. Ooh. And this can't be. These aren't. So yeah, I think it's literally, but it is. Screwdriver. Metal. Sorry, on the camera I thought it'd left a mark then. That's diecast. And it's pretty spectacular. Let's just get my usual size comparison in case for some reason someone hasn't got that Sideswipe. That's Transformers, RID, Siege, wherever it is, blah blah blah. And that. So he's big. Okay? He's big. Let's get this one out of the way, get that one out of the way. And yeah, this is quite substantial indeed. I'm not sure what these holes are for, but the original's got them as well. You know what, I never even noticed these on the original. Never even noticed them, I've literally just seen them now. Whatever, it's fine. So, might as well just take a quick look at the weapons, and they are exactly the same as the original, but this one's black instead of red. That's it. There's nothing else to write home about. It's still got the slot, the flat peg slot thing. Still got the handle. One side's still bigger than the other. It's still exactly the same, and so is that, and you can still plug them together. Might be a bit snug, but you can still plug them together. So, yeah, whatever. Can you do it the other way around? Pretty sure you can. Yeah, you can still do it that way around as well. So it's fine. There we go. But this is lovely. I've messed with the tripod. I took it down. Took it upstairs to do the unboxing the other day. So just get it so I'm slightly more casually in the middle of the shot. I can't use words. Should we transform it? I think we should. And the transformation is exactly the same. There's a couple of bits you just need to keep an eye on. Not like they're going to break, but because they've kind of cut a couple of corners. Nothing major, but they are there. But it's nothing to write home about. So we'll start the transformation same as the original by just flipping up these little side panel-y bits on each side. Turn the figure over. Might as well do this now. We're going to flip this piece up. If you've seen this transformation for the original, you know how this works. I'll address the couple of little things that don't work as well. We'll fold out the arms, and we'll rotate some at the shoulder to get them out of the way. I accidentally plugged that in there. And before we fold these in, we're going to do the legs because these panels like the extra clearance. So we're going to pop these loose. Pop these loose. And again, they can't stay like that. They don't go out as far. You can push them for the transformation, but they kind of stay like that, leaning in a bit. Not as well, but you can still do it. It's fine. So we're going to bend at the waist just to get this split. And we're going to rotate them through, and again, you just got to push those around the legs. Okay, bring it all the way down so these are folded in. At the same time, they're going to push the feet forward, so we'll fold these down, close this up, straighten the legs out, split the legs, turn the waist around, fold these pieces in, fold the bonnet down, and you're going to make sure these are out of the way. Because for some reason they've got a habit of just folding in. They do stay out of the way, but I don't know why. Fold it down and tab it in. And just flip out the hands, straighten the arms out. And there he is, in roll-up mode. And he is glorious. And I'm just going to transform this one quickly, bear with me. Yeah, to be honest with you, there's very little changed. There's no battle damage, which is really nice. It's something I didn't even realise until I compared him to the other one. And it's really nice to just not have those random smears of silver. It's actually really nice. All the articulation's the same. Do I need to go over articulation with you guys? Do you really need it? Because it's exactly the same as the original. He's quite big. I'll do a size comparison in a minute. I'm literally just transforming this one offside. I'm this far. Bear with me 1 second. Nah, come on. I didn't fold in the side panels. I am useless. There we go. That's what I get for rushing. I'm not rushing. Anyway. So here's the original. So what? Twice size? But again, if you look, like there's the silver on the waist, but not the crotch. All black. Silver on the legs. All black, apart from the the detail, which again isn't on this. So it's really nicely done, genuinely really nicely done, and just he's fantastic. Honestly, he's really nice. And again, you can put the weapons on the original. The little extra missile bits from the Ultra Magnus upgrade kit I bought. I think it's supposed to go with Hound, but it works perfectly well on him for his missile. Which comes to one of the slight detractors with this one, because I've got that on there. Is if we give him his pistol. Oh yeah, these hands are fully closed. These ones are slightly open. I'm not sure why, but it is a slight difference between the two, which means he looks a little bit funny if he's punching someone, because he's kind of but it's not a massive difference. So we'll put the gun in his hand, and we'll put this on the shoulder. And one of the main sort of differences is, as you can see here, now I'm not sure how noticeable this one was, because I don't think I ever did notice it, but if I can get the silver bit out, because it is a bit snug, bear with me. Okay. There we go. No, you can't look through that. This one's actually sealed in the middle. You can't actually look through it. So that's probably why I never noticed it before, because you can't actually do it. So that's maybe something that's going to bother you. Because it bothered me as soon as I noticed it. I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. you know, hinge, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, I was going to talk about something that doesn't work as well. And let's just explain it first with this one. So if we open up the lag panel here, come on, lag panel. Right. Does it work that way? I don't know. See this piece in here? Where am I? This piece in here. This is the back of this, which is the sort of back of the knee section, rear of the car. Now when you transform him, that pushes through to fill out the car. And that's all fine and dandy. What's that? Some dirt on there. Whatever. That's all fine and dandy. But as you transform him, so his knees aren't basically locked straight up like that, yeah, with nothing to do, these actually fold through, and then when you close it up, they stay there. See? Stay in place. Now, originally I thought this tab, I thought there was a hole in this on this side and at the top, and it sort of tabbed in, but obviously I wasn't paying attention. But these stay in place. This one, again, it could be due to the scale and all the rest of it, but if you look at the knees, things folded down, bend the knee, bend it back, and this goes with it. Now, whether I can fix that with some floor polish going between the sides and not next to the joint, because the joint's fine. The knee joint itself is nice, but that moves. And does it work on that one? Yeah. This one's worse than that one, actually. So that's one thing that's slightly annoying. I tried and push it further past, you know, into this gap, and it doesn't work. Again, when you're transforming him back, let me just open up this panel so I can bend the knee the other way. When you're folding him back, it doesn't seem to line up as well. You need to bring it back slightly to sort of line it up, because it goes too far and ends up leaving a gap there. So when you're transforming him, you will, when you're transforming back, you will have to adjust that. But again, these are quite petty little nitpicks. Nothing really to write home about. I'm just making sure you're aware of it in case you think, oh, maybe it's broken. No, it's just, you know, one of those things, unfortunately. But they've even got the ankle tilt. This is spectacularly well done. It's lovely, and considering it's basically that but bigger, the plastic is super chunky. Super chunky. Now, as good as that is, we'll get Age of Extinction Bumblebee in just because I do that. So it's definitely at least a Voyager. You know what kind of scale it reminds me of? You know what, I'm just going to throw Tailgate in because I can. Little Tailgate, bless him. He's got to have a purpose in life. You know what scale this reminds me of? Something really weird. So do you know what it reminds me of? Let's just move little CG out of the way and just budge him over to there. You know what size it reminds me of? The Masterpiece scale. I don't know if I should put him on the shelf next to my Masterpieces now, because this is the KO Masterpiece G2. But I haven't got a G1. And that is spectacular. That's good enough to be a G1 Masterpiece. So should I just put him on there? Because if you look at this, and this is, you know, heavily the comic, but this is a lot more gappy, and, you know, there's issues like this gap here and things like that. I love this, don't get me wrong, and, you know, some of the QC issues would be down to the fact that it's a KO, and there's a lot going on, like the leg transformation compared to that. I mean, if this transformed like that, it's a home run. There's no question it would be a spectacular figure, but I love this as it is. But that transformation and the fact it's diecast and that scale, it's basically a masterpiece. If it wasn't the fact that weapons are a bit, it's Masterpiece Sideswipe, easily. So he might end up sitting next to them. I mean, alright, maybe the shoulders are a little bit lower down. Yeah, maybe in this scale, when you look at it, the shoulders are a bit lower down, or the chest panel's a bit too high. I don't know. But he might end up sitting next to G2, and I can have the bros, because, you know, why not? I say bros, one's a clone of the other, but it's not the point. But yeah, anyone who can, I fully recommend, and I don't do this very often, but go to SirToys and get them to order this. Anyone and everyone deserves to have one of these because this is spectacular. And like I say, it's very nearly a masterpiece. Just the scale, the weight, because that die-cast chunk feels good. It's a great figure. Whether you want to try and get some better weapons for him, that's your choice. I'm okay with this, although, you know. But other than that, I am more than happy. And SirToys, this is ridiculous. Hopefully this is selling it well enough for you, because I was going to say it's marvelous. That's one of the most British things I was ever going to say. It is miraculous, the way they've done it. The fact, I mean, like the Siege one. This is a great figure. It is a great figure, but at the end of the day, you feel like it's small. It's for a child. It's a toy. That is not a toy for a child. That is chunky. It's heavy. It's brute force. It's manly. Buy it. Everyone buy it. If you can get it through SirToys, more the better. I know you could probably get it at other places, eBay, things like that, but buy it, because this is a great figure. Now I feel like, you know, good old G2's a bit sad. I'm sorry, G2. I do love you. You've got a brother now, okay? He still hasn't got, like, wheel spikes and dual guns, one with, like, a checker pattern. So you got that on him. It's alright, don't be sad. That's a downer. Oh well, I'm off. So, I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and I shall see all of you in the next one. Bye!